It's kind of fun. You guys on TikTok aren't going to be able to see it, but you can access it on my TikTok account. So if any of you guys want to see, I do a kind of a neat transition for the property. I don't want to throw flowers on myself. Between myself and my photographer, we try to come up with a creative transition, so we can advertise the property both before it's sold and after it's sold. So to help get it sold. Did you find your dad laughing at me? I swear to God.
No, I'm laughing at myself. It's something. It's just
I totally
today.
Cannot stop laughing today.
Today it's just compounding itself. I'll tell you after we're done with the live stream.
We have like the shortest amount of time available, and we literally everything goes sideways. Anyway, okay, so no video, right?
We're running the video. Yeah. I don't have the video right now.
Okay. We'll do that a different day.
We'll do that a different day.
Okay. Let's do King County.
Let's do King County. Yes. There we go. I've done one thing right on this whole broadcast. There we go.
King County, 57% of sellers got under contract within the first 7 days on the market if they listed their home between March 2nd and March 8th. 70% of sellers got under contract within the first 14 days on the market if they listed their home between February 16th and March 1st. 55% of sellers set offer review dates last week, and I am running stats on those as we speak, and I will have the results of those this weekend. That'll be available for us to talk about next week. We've got 44% of sellers got under contract, 44% of sellers received multiple offers over the past 7 days in King County. So almost half you guys are getting more than one offer. And there's, so this is something we need to talk about too, is month supply of inventory is going back up. We went last week from 0.8 months. Now we're back up to 1 month. It's a shift in the market. Hopefully it's not a permanent shift and we don't start accumulating inventory. Unless you're a buyer, then of course we want that to happen. If you're a seller, we don't. Anyway, so, and we're seeing that shift across the board, you guys. And the other thing I want to say about King County, 30% of offers included inspection addendums over the past 7 days, and 56% of offers that got signed had financing contingencies. King County. Okay. Snohomish County.
Snohomish, yes.
58% of sellers in Snohomish County got under contract within the first 7 days on the market if they listed their home between March 2nd and March 8th. 62% of sellers in Snohomish County got under contract within the first 14 days on the market if they listed their home between February 16th and March 1st. 47% of sellers are setting offer review dates in Snohomish County, and that is getting closer to where it should be. They had been kind of lighting the loafers there for a while, but it looks like they're caught up to where they should be. Let's see. We've got 39% of sellers actually received multiple offers. So again, 47% of sellers set offer review dates. And I just said that. And 39% of sellers in Snohomish County received multiple offers over the past 7 days. And we are up to 0.95 months supply of inventory, and that was 0.8 last week. So again, with the inventory turning around, and looks like we're starting to build inventory. Less homes are getting under contract than are coming on the market. And if that trend continues, we will start to see a softening market very quickly. And then for Snohomish County, I also want to mention we had 28% of transactions that got signed around included an inspection contingency, and 69% of transactions that got signed around included a financing addendum in Snohomish County. Pierce County. We're flying through these, you guys. I'm short on time. Okay. Pierce County. 42% of sellers in Pierce County got under contract within the first 7 days on the market if they listed their home between March 2nd and March 8th. 53% of sellers in Pierce County got under contract within the first 14 days on the market if they listed their home between February 16th and March 1st. 24% of sellers in Pierce County set offer review dates. So this is Great news for Pierce County. 31% of sellers in Pierce County received multiple offers. So they do have a good market going in Pierce County. And their inventory is up to 1.1 months supply. So their inventory has increased as well. So look out, sellers, get on the market now. Okay. Pierce County, also want to mention 70% of transactions that got signed around last week did include an inspection addendum, and 84% included financing addendums. So most buyers are able to include those important contingencies in their offers. Okay, Pierce County. Let's do Mason.
Mason County.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
There it is. So 20% of sellers in Mason County got under contract within the first 7 days on the market if they listed their home between March 2nd and March 8th. 45% of sellers in Mason County got under contract within the first 14 days on the market if they listed their home between February 16th and March 1st. Nobody set an offer review date.
Oh.
And they shouldn't either in Mason County unless they have that spectacular property, water view, waterfront, particularly well prepared for the market. So, but this is interesting. So you guys in Mason County do need to be very well prepared for the market, because 31% of you are getting, 31% of listings last week got multiple offers. Of the new listings got multiple offers. So, and then let's see.
1.8 months of supply.
Actually, 31% of homes that were pending last week got multiple offers, is what I mean to say. So it's not just the new ones. It's everything got turned in and went pending. Nice. Yeah, so that's a real number. That's a big number. And Mason County up to 1.8 months supply of inventory, and that went up a little bit too. So, all right, let's do Skagit.
Skagit, there we go.
Skagit County. 54% of sellers got under contract within the first 7 days on the market in Skagit County if they listed their home between March 2nd and March 8th. So really hot market. It's really heated up in Skagit County. It's been consistently getting hotter and hotter, and now they're right up there with Snohomish and King. 61% of sellers in Skagit County got under contract within the first 14 days on the market if they listed their home between February 16th and March 1st. 13% of them set offer review dates. And this is a big number too. 37% of transactions that got turned in over the past 7 days were multiple offers for the sellers, 37%. And wow. Then Skagit County is up to 1.2 months supply of inventory. So their inventory is creeping up as well. So Western Washington, get your sellers on the market. So, and let me mention a couple other things here for Skagit County really quickly. We've got 61% of the transactions that got turned in over the last 7 days did include an inspection contingency, and 80% included a financing contingency in Skagit County. So they are also able to hang on to some of those important contingencies for the most part. So that's Skagit. We're down to Kitsap.
We're down to Kitsap. Beautiful Kitsap.
Not last and not least, or it is last, but it's not least. Okay. So 49% of sellers in Kitsap County got under contract within the first 7 days on the market if they listed their home between March 2nd and March 8th. 54% of sellers in Kitsap County got under contract within the first 14 days on the market if they listed their home between February 16th and March 1st. 30% of sellers set offer review dates, and so is my daughter on all hers. And she did get multiple offers on one of them yesterday, and they ended up pretty good over asking. So
nice. Oh,
yeah, like almost 5% over asking. So pretty good. And we had 37% of sellers last week received multiple offers for the homes that went pending in the last 7 days. 37% of those sellers received multiple offers. That doesn't just include the new listings, guys. That includes everything that went pending last week. So that's a big number. And Kitsap County cruising along at a stable 1.1 month supply of inventory. They're probably the exception to the rule. Their inventory did not creep up this much compared to some of the other counties around. They also did not, their inventory did not tighten as much as some of the other counties over the last couple of months either. So they've been cruising right around 1.1, 1.2 for quite some time, months, I would say. So, and that does it for Stats by Cat. By the way, the numbers regarding the pending figures, the number of multiple offers, number of percentage of offers that include inspections and financing contingencies, that is data that I do obtain directly from the Northwest Multiple Listing Service. The rest of the numbers I crunch on my own. So I pull the data directly from the Northwest Multiple Listing Service and do the calculations myself. So, and I use single family, not attached, not manufactured, and not new construction, and no condos, right? So just single family detached homes of all styles on whatever amount of land. So it's apples to apples for the most part. Okay, Dan.
Okay,
oh God,
I've got
ran out of time.
Give me 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. That's all I ask.
Okay, Dan.
Okay, here we go. Let me share the screen here real quick because I got to show you something. I just got to show it to you. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for here. There we go. Okay, you see this chart?
Yes.
So, okay, so this is the last 2 days, I think, of, yeah, it is. The last 2 days of the 10-year Treasury market, right?
Kind of tanked.
So, it tanked. Yeah, rates just came way down in the last hour of trading today. And it was right after the Fed announced that the Fed's going to slow the pace of the runoff of its securities beginning next month by cutting the monthly cap, and I'm reading this obviously, cutting the monthly cap on Treasury security redemptions to $5 billion from $25 billion. So basically what the Fed is doing is providing $20 billion a month more in liquidity. As soon as they announced it, within nanoseconds, the market reacted extraordinarily positive. So we have a situation where we've got that going for us. We've got inflation that's definitely looking a lot better from the last couple of reports. The employment numbers are definitely looking better for lower interest rates.
Yeah, we're talking about lower interest rates, not good for the public in general.
Not necessarily good for public in general, but
what looks good for interest rates, guys?
But we're looking only at interest rates. Everything, all the tumblers are in place. They're all in alignment. And so the economy looks like it's softening. The inflation numbers are improving. And now we've got the Fed coming up and adding liquidity to the Treasury market. Everything's in place, and you could see it on the charts. That was the reason I brought it up as a 1 minute chart is it's very visual. You can see exactly what's going on. And this is precisely what I have been talking about for maybe 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. You just had to be very patient to wait for this moment where the market, and it's really been the last 3 weeks since the beginning of March that you've had to be patient. But I definitely think you're going to see a continuation of lower rates. I think there's a very, very good chance you're going to see rates down from here approximately 5/8 of a percentage point going forward for the next let's look this through middle of April to late April. I think you're going to see lower rates going forward. So
we're getting ready for those refis, aren't we, Dan?
Yes, we are. Yes, we definitely are. I was talking with clients today about some refis, and yes, you can hear the excitement in my voice.
You guys have to get ready to lock. You need to deal with your lender or Dan, and make sure that you have all your paperwork in order so that he can just lock you when we, hit that nice new low. So you might not want to stretch it too far, try to get the rates to come down too much before you lock, just because we never know exactly where that bottom is going to be. So
you need to hear, and I'll show you real quick. Hang on. Because I know we're running late.
I gotta go, Dan.
Give me 30 seconds. That's all I asked for, Kat. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
You got it. Clock's ticking.
Let me show you.
Yeah, what is that chart? What is that chart? Because that's the other one you sent me.
Yeah, this is the 10-year chart, but it goes 10-year treasury note yield, right? But it's a daily chart instead of a 1-minute chart that I was just showing you. And it goes
Okay.
back further. It goes back to 2023. And so it's so you've got this, and in fact, if we go back just a little bit more, like the 3 years instead of 2, you can really see it clear. Where I filled it in, what I called the refinance zone, it's a congestion zone that goes back to 2023, and you can see it. And we
So
hit.
we're not seeing it on the screen though.
Oh, you're not? Oh, goodness.
It went away.
Okay.
That's what I
It went
thought you
away.
were. Yeah. It went away right
Okay.
after you put it up.
Hang on. Let's one more. I'll give it one more try, and then we'll go. But we'll give it one more college try. We'll see if we can get this up and going. Okay. Now can you see it?
I can see the wheel spinning. There it is. Yep.
Okay. So it says refinance zone. This goes back 3 years, and there's a congestion zone, and that is the target right now. And because inflation has improved a little bit since September, which is the most recent low at 3.60%. You can see it right there on the chart. Because inflation has improved a little bit, I think we have a legitimate shot at maybe getting to 3.45.
I know. Now you're talking about treasury.
10-year treasury notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have it with that, you're going to have rates under 6%. You're going to have conventional rates in the 5s. And that's going to happen. In my opinion, it's going to happen pretty quickly. Like the next.
Heard it here first, guys. Rates are coming down in the 5s.
Rates are coming down in the 5s.
Dan,
yes, you can send me the. You've said this before, Dan.
Send me the hate mail.
Yes.
Dan Mellis, Nexum Mortgage. He's on TikTok too, by the way. For you people on TikTok. Anyway, I gotta go. Hopefully.
Thanks, Kat.
Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Dan. I'm glad we were able to get this one off. Hi, Amanda. Bye, Amanda. Vitey. All right. See you later. I'm gonna try to turn this thing off. Whoops, it doesn't like to let me turn it off.